Okay, welcome. Yes, beautiful. How are you doing this evening?
I'm well. How are
I,
you?
I am. I'm in interesting space. I just got some tragic news literally before I got on live, so that's why I'm a couple of minutes behind. But I'm all right for the most part. But it kind of just threw my mind off. One of the elders I know passed away just not too long ago, so it kind of just threw me off course there. But other than that, I'm grateful and I'm honored to have you here on the live with me tonight.
I'm sorry to hear that. It looks like my lighting is off. Let's see if I can fix that right quick.
But you glowing in all settings, honey. Let me tell you something. Glowing in all settings. Hi, Demi. How we doing?
Let's
Thank
see
you.
if I can fix that real quick.
No doubt. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. Of course, we're gonna get started. Sisterhood Nation, that's for a friendship. If anyone is, you know the deal. Just drop it down here in the little question thing. Be sure to answer that for you all. Or before we get started, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Would you like to introduce yourself tonight?
I will. Um, Greetings, everyone. I go by Nefertari, and I am one of the founders and admin of the Sisterhood Connection. I am also the owner of Natural Couture Boutique, and I am super excited to be here tonight.
Yes, Secretary. Thank you for joining us tonight. And so we're gonna kind of get started in here. Of course, for you as an entrepreneur, Black woman, and a sister, and all the things that you have going on. I know we are connected on Facebook, and I got introduced into your Sisterhood Connection group, which I'm honored. Didn't realize how big it was until it's a lot of folks up in here. But I'm honored to be a part of that. Um, I'm also want to talk about that. I also want to talk about the Sisterhood Connection we have going on and upcoming events. I've been telling a few of my sister girlfriends about it, and they are excited. And actually, I want to say it's a couple of them up here, right? Yeah, they are up here now, so they tune in to hear about the organization you have.
Okay. So Sisterhood Connection, this is our second year in operation, and we started out as a Facebook group, and it started really with a conversation, sister to sister, and we were talking about the things that we wanted to do in our lives and in the community and to help other people as well as ourselves. And it was just like a light bulb moment. Let's start a group. And over the last 2 years, it has turned into a partnership. So we are an official partnership. We do it all, really. We encourage our sisters, and to us, sisters are Black women, sisters of color, but we encourage our sisters daily. We promote businesses. We have day events. We're going to have our first weekend retreat. I know we'll talk about that at some point, but we do it all. We do it all. So it's just a great organization and a great place to be. But we do have a Facebook group. We also have an Instagram page. We have a TikTok. So we are just moving and shaking and growing.
Yes, everyone, if you here, it is called Sisterhood Connection, and on Instagram is .sc,
Yes.
and that's South Carolina, I'm assuming.
It's for Sisterhood Connection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I
Yes,
said the retreat is in South Carolina. Oh,
it is.
thank you
Uh-huh.
for that clarity there. Um, Also, you say you guys have been doing this for about 2 years now. What's some things that you have learned since you guys have been growing?
Woo! um, we learn so much. I learn so much every day. Um, from my sisters, but we have learned, I'm going to say we because it's us, but we've learned that everyone is different. We're all the same. We look the same in some ways, but we're all different, and we have learned how to respect each other's differences and still work together, to agree to disagree many times, and get over some of the smaller things that we deal with on a regular basis to, meet the bigger goal and accomplish the bigger goal. We learned that. Um, but I would say that's the biggest thing I want to
Okay.
say we've learned.
That's the biggest thing that's so important, just to get over our, not saying they're not important, but our feelings, just to make sure we accomplish what we came here to do together.
Mm-hmm.
Allow them personal things to get in the way. That is very beautiful. And you said, and it's a partnership, so it's you and the other lady, right?
Yes. Tekka.
Tekka.
Tekka. Tekka.
Tekka.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's very interesting. Um, Also, excuse me, the little cough drop thingy I got going on here. But you also are an entrepreneur, right? Can you tell me more about your business?
Absolutely. So, my business is Natural Couture LLC. Um, been in business for 8 years, and it has not been easy. It's been a blessing. It's a beautiful thing, but nothing about it is easy. And I say that because, some years back, probably 8, 9 years ago, entrepreneurship was like this thing. Like everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, but nobody realizes the work that goes into it. But it's a beautiful thing. It's worth it. So Natural Couture is an African inspired clothing and accessory boutique.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that I have loved since I was a little girl. It's kind of the way I grew up. I was the only one in my class, in my area, my neighborhood that had on the African clothes. I had the Malcolm X, outfit and just the shirts with the sayings on them. I was the only one. And they were like, "Oh, what's that?" So it's been in me forever. So I love fashion, of course, and I love culture, our culture, but I wanted to um, make it possible for especially women, but our people to be able to access authentic pieces as well as some modern pieces at an affordable price.
Right.
So that's kind of the reason for the business, and also just to give back. So over the last 8 years, in addition to selling the clothing and doing vending events, I do head wrap classes. I love head wrap. So do head wrap classes. As I mentioned before, the day retreat. So that's where the sisterhood comes in. We get together. In addition to head wraps, we do waist bead ceremonies. We had a paint party at one point. We dance, we hula hoop, we roll in the grass, all that good stuff. So all of that has been a part of Natural Couture as well. But it's just kind of my passion project, or something that has always brought me joy. So that's Natural Couture.
Yeah, that's very beautiful, and I love how you say it's affordable. Because sometimes I've seen some African pieces that are not affordable, and you're gonna even like think about what I'm about to do here. So that's really lovely. And I also love how that, your passion is in line with everything else that you do. That kind of lets you know that you are in alignment. It's such a beautiful thing that how everything can go hand in hand and come together and create a full circle. So that's wonderful. So we're gonna definitely get into more of that conversation with the how your natural couture, like the hula hoop, the healing through the sister circles and the waist beads. One of my good sisters wanted me to ask you this question: how do you stay motivated and inspired through them challenging times as a entrepreneur?
That is a great question. I love to answer that. My daughter. So I, in addition to this being my interest and my passion, I really wanted to start this business and keep it going for my daughter. I want her to learn everything that I know and then some. She has to be greater than me. She's already greater than me, but she will be greater than me. So every time that I face a challenge, or I feel like, oh, this is too much, I don't know if this is what I want to do anymore, I think about my real reason, and that is her. It is for her. It's something that she is going to take over and make it her own. So I'm just laying the foundation for her, but it's something that, because I know that is the goal, it's like I got to do it. It's nothing that will stop me.
Have something to hand down to your child. That's so beautiful. Um, Also, because you're in this sisterhood connection, I know that's very empowering to see her mother in something like that. To witness. I don't know what age she is, but to see that as a path, an option, something that's not just taboo to talk about. Oh, we sisters used to come together, to actually witness it. I know that's so empowering for her. How has she responded to
Oh,
that?
she loves it. She is a social butterfly. um, so she absolutely loves it. She loves to come and join in, and she makes friends, and she likes to almost take over if she can. So she loves it. She gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
How old is she?
she's
She's
9.
not. Oh, perfect age. Like,
Hmm. Yeah, she gets it.
beautiful. So let me ask you this: what advice would you give to women who want to cultivate a strong connection with other sisters?
Oh, you got some good questions. Ah,
Uh,
love it.
I'm
Love
about this. This is beautiful.
it. um, Advice. I would say first, be patient.
Mhm.
Be patient. Because not everybody thinks like you or operates like you. Um, Practice empathy, because you have to be able to put yourself in your sister's shoes. You have to be able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes to understand where they're coming from. So you have to be patient. You have to practice empathy and be understanding. Um, and, some people say, like, how does it go? I've had people say to me, like, they want to have a good friend. They're searching for this great friendship, and they want a good friend. Well, to have a good friend and to be a good sister, you must be a good friend and you must be a good sister. So it has to be this reciprocity. You can't just expect to receive these great things and not give them back.
Right.
So I would say patience, empathy, and practice reciprocity.
Absolutely. That's so true. I know that, but sometimes in the moment that go out the window. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, I agree. Especially like as we get older, we start to really reflect on our connections with people, even ourselves, and how we react in these connections and things. I have come to a space myself personally where I'm just like, am I a good friend? I'm asking these people, like, am I a good friend? I believe I'm a good friend. I believe that I am giving out the right energies, so I can receive it. But like, it's some things that can improve. So now I'm looking at myself like, am I a good friend? Let me go back to the drawing board. Maybe I need to update some of my values or some of the things that I'm how I'm acting. Or I could be better. I could add on more. So just to have that patience with myself and other people, to grow within myself so I can grow in these connections. I feel like That is definitely important as well. And like you were saying there, because I kind of said something like that the other day as well. Like everyone is an individual. We're gonna view things differently. We're gonna do things differently. We just gotta kind of be unbiased and unjudgmental. As long as we align, together, we can come together and do what we need to do. But we, sometimes I feel like why a lot of connections don't work is because we try to force our views and our ways of being onto other people and don't allow them to be their own unique person and just love them unconditionally and like, okay, this is how you are. You night, I'm day. Let's hang out. Let's be cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to say towards these comments that I just read?
Um, I was flowing with you because you
Okay.
you touched them all.
Yeah. So yeah, I resonate with that. I think that's some wonderful advice. Dang, it was something else you was saying that kind of was like, oh, okay, that's a question in one right there. Um, you know, with these connections, the sisterhood that you have, your personal life and your professional life, how do you keep that balance?
Ooh.
Sorry to make you like this.
As I said, it's not easy.
It's
It's
not,
not easy. Um,
I see you hula hoop, and I see that's one way to keep yourself back into yourself.
yeah, the hula hoop, I call that the wheel of power. That's the wheel of power. That's the medicine wheel. That's for, a lot of things. That sacral energy and chakra. But to balance it, I would say, because there's some days when I'm like, whew, like it's a lot on my list, like I'm checking it off. But one thing, oh, and I'm a Virgo, so
Oh,
look,
don't
I
care. Look, you care.
I said the magic word, Virgo.
No, I understand how the energies in the zodiac. So I understand how with a Virgo.
Yeah,
Woo.
I'm a perfectionist
Mhm.
a lot of times. And so I'm always trying to make sure, like, everything is in order and organized. But one thing I have learned recently is to slow down.
Mhm.
And I prioritize. Family always comes first, but I prioritize. And if it doesn't get done, I give myself grace and I try again tomorrow. But prioritizing.
Prioritizing. That's exactly important. And then especially slowing down when the rest of the world is telling us to go fast. Everything is so microwave. So just to remember, like, okay, hold on. I'm in control of this right here. Let me slow down.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's very important. Um, that's something else I've been learning as well. Just slow down. You in a rush in a hurry for just slow down. Just take a minute. And actually save me some time by slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes
Oh, yeah.
so okay, so with the sisterhood connection, you say you have a weekend retreat. I'm highly interested. I'm just trying to make sure it all aligns with me. About this weekend retreat.
Okay. So, um, so this weekend retreat is in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. I don't know if y'all been there, if you've been there, or some that are watching have been there, but Hilton Head Island is a beautiful, beautiful island in South Carolina. And it's full of culture. It's so rich with culture, our African culture, particularly the Gullah Geechee culture, is what we're going to be focusing on when we get there. Um, but we're going to the beach. We have planned this and we have talked to this resort, and we're like, give us what we need, give us a good deal, so we can make this happen. So it's at the Westin Resort, which is a beautiful resort and spa. So we're doing kind of a 3 day retreat, and we have activities for each day. I don't want to take all your time and go into each day, but our theme is growth and transformation. And one of the things that we talk about all the time, my favorite word actually in the group, is evolution. So This retreat is about evolution through growth and transformation. We have certain days where we focus on certain things. So the first day is center, the second day is move, allow, accept, and the third day we're releasing and growing. And we're going to be doing so many things. We have parties because one of the sisters is like, when we gonna have fun? What we gonna do for fun? Oh, we're gonna have a party. We're gonna have a night party. We're gonna have a waist bead ceremony. We're going to go on the beach. Tekka, the other admin, she is our breath coach, our breathing coach. So she specializes in breathing and meditation. We're going to do some of that. I have to tell you about the bus tour. So I've been talking to Mr. Melvin. He is one of the tour guides for the bus tour. He does this fabulous Gullah Heritage bus tour. So he's going to take us throughout a portion of the island. He's going to pick us up right from the resort. He's going to take us and show us he's going to show us the oldest schoolhouse from our people, what we built, that's still there. He's going to show us some of the other buildings. We're going to actually get out, go inside, and then we're going to go to a park, Freedom Park, in Mitchellville. And I've actually been to this park, and I'll tell you the feeling at this park it took my breath away. You can feel the ancestors all over this land, and there's a story behind this land, but we're gonna touch the ground, do some healing work there, and it's just gonna be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful retreat, and I'm excited about
I'm excited about it.
it.
It sound like a transformative experience. I was highly interested when you shared it, and then when I see Gullah Geechee, I'm like, hold on now, I'm Gullah Geechee. Like, I definitely got more and see it from a different experience. So, like, I'm excited. Jazz said she is there. She excited as well. Her family is from South Carolina, so she's excited.
Okay.
And man, that's such a beautiful. Ooh, it's warming. I can imagine like that. All right. Ooh. Just imagine the dreams I have of them there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited. Thank you for sharing that with us. You guys tap in, so it's still available for people who is interested, right?
Yes.
So
Um, the our Instagram page is make sure I say it right. It's a new page, but it's sisterhoodconnection.sc. And we have the link there for registration. There's a link to register, and the registration fee covers the activities. And I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments. And then there's a link to book the room. And of course, when you go to book the room, if you want to book with 4 people and split the cost, you split the cost that way. If you want to be in the room alone, it's up to you. But everybody pays the registration fee. So it's all on the link on our Instagram page and in our Facebook group page.
so you guys can check the link in her bio. Go ahead. Matter of fact, just follow. That page is so informative. You feel inspired, you feel uplifted. If you're looking for a sisterhood connection, definitely connect. So it's in her bio, and of course on Facebook as well. You say, what's the topic? I'm trying to understand. Topic on, if you can
The live,
clarify, is,
what's the live?
is it a
Tonight's topic.
well, tonight topic, this is the sisterhood, the power of friendship. So we're pretty much talking about, I just got a request. We pretty much just talking about the connection here. And this sisterhood, how we build with the community, and we connect to one another sisterhood, and they are all on they have a partnership called Sisterhood Connection. So that's what the topic is mostly about here. More sisters connecting with other sisters. Um, and personally, to like how I started this, I just wanted to dive into the conversation. I didn't expect to be having on so many lives, but I am passionate about the conversation. Now, if you really want to dive more into the sisterhood, I would suggest that you follow sisterhoodconnection.sc. However, I am just passionate about the conversation and women in general and how important it is for us women to come together and connect with each other and build and grow and heal. We connect, we are healing.
Mm-hmm.
And not
Mm-hmm.
be healing the past and the future when we come together. So that's why I'm so passionate about this. Um, um, okay, so I had another question. If hmm.
Can I say something while you're
Yeah,
preparing your
please.
question?
If you have anything to say, please. Please.
Yeah, so I'll say I enjoy watching your lives and your content on your channels and your YouTube. I follow you on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, etc. And you have a light, sister. You have a light. You have the word is bigger than light. What you have, but we see it, we feel it, and that's why I was telling the sisters, I'm like, listen, I'm like, bring her. I'm like, you have a light, and we see it, and that's what's needed. That's what sisterhood is: seeing each other's light, recognizing each other's light, acknowledging, giving props, or we don't say props no more, flowers, giving credit, and letting your sisters know that we see you, we got you, and we're doing this together. So we see you.
I truly appreciate that. And I felt so warm out of nowhere. I don't know if you hot over there or warm, but I just felt really warm. And I appreciate that, because I definitely do this for like, for when because I'm passionate about it, but also I just feel like this is just, I don't know, I don't have no hidden motives of nothing. It's just something I'm interested in, and uplifting, to uplift, to inspire, and to create. So it feels, I'm trying to find the right word other than beautiful, but it definitely feels refreshing to be seen, for my light and all that I have to offer. And especially my sisters, other powerful sisters, because like I feel like, over the years I've been helpful towards, men and women, but like for this past year, at the end of the year, especially this year, like spirit just telling me like, women, sisters, like, yeah, you care about all of them, advocated for everybody down to the toddlers in DC, like you do. And I still, the children would never go away from me helping them, but like for my vision and things of doing, I needed to redirect it and just like focus on the women at this time, because I know how it is as women, and I also witness and view and everything I go through. It's always been a woman who helped me through it. For some way has always been a woman that been there for me, or in some way, shape, or form. And I'm just like, I have to be there for them because we are hurting, like we are really hurting. And then when my sister hurting, I'm hurting. My mom hurting, my aunt hurting. Like, the mother spirit is serious. It's real. It's like it's so potent. So to be a service of it. I don't know who this lady is, but first time I ever seen this lady up here. I don't know,
Okay.
and she keep. Okay, now, lady, Blackiana. Um. Anybody have any other questions before we kind of wrap this up? Hi, Kish. Thank you for joining in. Thank you. Respectfully so. That's respectfully so. We all have, but anyway. So as far as, let me see. Hold on. I do. I feel like I have more questions, but the conversation just. I like putting. This is my thing. I say I have 3 questions, and I build a conversation afterwards. And you don't answer so many questions. I feel like I don't even have no question at this time. Um,
I feel bad.
no, that's right. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to acknowledge that right now while I'm on this live like that. But this live is dedicated for this conversation at this time. So I'm not sure. No, not coming at you rude or anything. I'm not sure what you're trying to do. But if you have any questions, feel encouraged to send the question. But as far as the live, you won't be able to join at this time. I'm sorry. But if you want to do live and talk about sisterhood, feel inspired to reach out to me. We can see where your intentions are. Um, okay, so we did a women advice. I feel like Jazz pretty much she wanted me to ask that question, so we got that. All right, well, so that's pretty much it. I really wanted you to get up here and talk about, the sisterhood connection, because that's something I see that is very powerful that you have going on. I would love to have more attention drawn towards that, on y'all. And in the retreat, I feel like people need to see that. They need to at least have.
It's all good. So all is well. um, so with the Sisterhood Connection, we try to make sure that everyone is included,
Mm-hmm.
um, for our sisters. So we have sisters of all different beliefs, all different ages, um, and we try to um, make sure that we keep the focus on sisterhood.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable, by, I would say specializing or focusing on one particular topic or one particular belief or things like that. So we try to keep it as general as possible. But we also, and I guess there's a balance here. We try to keep it general, but we also want to include and be specific at the same time. So, like I said, we have, sisters of all ages. We have sisters from probably almost every state, some out of the country. We are continuing to grow. Um, and we just want to keep that positivity going, just like the positivity that you have going and the positivity that we have going tonight. We keep it going, we keep it going, and we keep it going.
Man, I.
And and we we have, say, I'll say, for example, if we have some misunderstandings, because I believe, as us as sisters, we're all intelligent in our own ways. We all want to be respected. Um, and sometimes we're misunderstood. Um, and communication and understanding is the only way to fix that, and the only way to get past that. So we try to encourage each other to communicate, and we try to encourage open communication and respect, um, and keep it moving.
Right. That's the best way. That's the best way. And you pretty much wrap that up, summed it up, all the energies. Um, well, if there's no more questions that we have, we're going to pretty much close this live up. And I want to thank you again for getting up here and sharing your light with us. And you have such a light as well. Takes one to see, right? And
Yes.
I really want to thank you for getting up here and sharing with us. And I don't think we have any more questions.
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for having this space. It's needed, and we do appreciate you. And we hope to see some of the sisters here. And as you watch the replay, we hope that you come to the retreat. We hope that you join the Facebook group. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok as well, and we can all continue to grow together.
Yes, we're continuing to grow. And for those who catch the playback, I will have all the information in the caption so you guys can get the information that you need. And thank you. If y'all have nothing else to say, we're going to end this night. Everyone have a blissful night and nice recharge and prepare for a beautiful, vibrant day tomorrow.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Peace.